Can you share a defining challenge you faced as a leader and how you turned it into success? Yes, share please challenge as a leader and how you turned it into success. And our experience with organizing our first public event in Portsmouth, which we had last weekend. Yes, we had 2 months when we decided organize event, and my partner, my business partner Roxy, she offered to do event in her city that was Portsmouth. And after we decided and put announcement, she got sick. She got sick, and she was 2 weeks in the hospital between life and death because she got in brain, she got some infection, and she was in very intensive therapy. And what, as a leader, what I would do in that situation, of course, one thought is just cancel everything. Yes, like it is force majeure. I'm not in Portsmouth. I don't know anybody in Portsmouth, and we just have to cancel, right? This is like something that comes to mind. And then you say no. You decided to do event, so you have to do event, and you already said people that we are going to do that. So this really I discovered so much in us. First, Roxy being between this treatment in this intense care and inspiring people in the chat, like telling me that she's in such a pain, and then seeing her inspiring people in the chat and sending smiles there. So it's I learned so much about her, about this resilience that I don't know if I could be in her place, if I could do that. So that she did everything what she could do. And at the end, some of you were at this event, and till the last moment it was so many challenges. So many challenges. Even the last day going to the event, I burnt my lip with the hot coffee because I again she called me, I heard something, and I just sip this hot boiled coffee, which I just put in the in flask. So it was like this event was all the challenges from the beginning till the end. And before the event, the night from 8 to 9, when we had event, in the night my mother called and she said she cannot breathe. And all the night I was with the doctors, and we put her in hospital. I mean, I was on phone because my mother doesn't speak English. So the doctors, all this process. So, and in the morning I had to do event. And we did it in such a high energy. And this is all what we heard from you feedback, the high energy, positiveness, motivation. We were there with Roxy. So, yes, so it is like really sometimes when you look at this, nobody knows what is going behind the curtains. And some people say, oh, like this is people successful. It is like lucky people, successful people. But nobody really knows that there is no luck. There is just a work, determination, consistency, and just being bold, not just accepting anything that doesn't work, deciding that you're doing it the way at the high standards, and you just do what you can, and this is how we succeed and how we win in all situations. So this is for me leadership. Just shared with you what came to my mind recently. So Christine. Thank you,
Yeah.
Daniel. Yes, and Daniel, of course, Daniel was very supportive. Thank you, Daniel, for everything you did also for this event to be successful, because you were part of it from the very first day. Yes, sorry,
Awesome.
Christine.
Yep, no worries.
Mhm.
Yes, in my business when I had my business in Sydney, this person that I had engaged to work in my business, I'd given her clients to look after, and I heard her one day from my office referring the customer I had worked hard to get for her. I heard her saying, oh, go and see this chiropractor and say that Susan sent you. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she's referring people out of my business. And I spent money advertising for these people. So I was ropeable. I was really angry with this woman. And I wanted to run out there and say, how dare you? And I'm thinking I can't do that because that would embarrass the customer. It wouldn't be very nice to see me flying out there all angry and everything. So I bit my tongue. I stayed in my office and I rang somebody that I knew in business. He'd been in business for 40 years. And I rang Sid and I said, Sid, this is what's happened. And he said, don't let her know that you know. What you do is you get her in tomorrow and you tell her, sorry, I've got no more work for you. I'll have to let you go because she was only like a consultant, like subcontracted. So I could let her go. But I did it in a nice way. And I so wanted to tell her what I knew and how bad she was. But Sid had told me, no, you'll make yourself an enemy. So there are times when you have to bite your tongue as a leader and handle it in a way that is just more conducive to pleasantness rather than create friction.